Hello, my name is Pintobread. Today we are going to be streaming some series on YouTube that I am excited. Hello, Tillo. Hello, Marcus. What is happening? I don't know. Is something happening? Something bad happening? Do I need to check? You scare me, Attilo. I was worried. But today we're going to be checking out 4 series. The first one is going to be by PollisonCaroons, if I'm correct in saying that. Going to be called Fnaf VHS. 3 episodes, but third one's 28 minutes, second one's 15 minutes. First one's I'm a little excited. The second one really popped off at 76,000 views. The third one was released more recently, and sadly enough, not a lot of people came back to check it out. So we're going to check it out, and hopefully, it's awesome. Second one is going to be Jurassic Park Security, JPS. They have 7 listed under the playlist, but in the main video section, this is where the 7 ends, and this is the rest of them. So we're going to watch those too. Don't know if they're part of the actual series or not. But the last episode was over a year ago. But 3 months ago, he said truth takes time. So still working on it. And then the third series is going to be Hey Joe. And it says I've watched this. I have never watched it, I promise you. But 3 episodes. It's going to be about 30 minutes long. Super excited for that one. And then I stumbled onto this series very recently, but it immediately piqued my interest. Interest. There it is. CEDA, Civil Emergency Defense Agency. It follows a group based off of Left 4 Dead 2, fictional video game organization. And so we're going to do that. It's got 2 seasons. The first one sets up basically a lot of the backstory. And then the second season is more where they start to get into things. But I'm very excited. We're going to start with this one for now. Also, if you hear a baby in the background, she is very mad. I haven't streamed in 3 weeks. Just because I haven't really been in the mood, and I've been super obsessed with Blender and Sprite. And so me and my daughter have been spending a lot of time together, so she is super mad that today I'm giving her playtime and I'm not with her. So if you hear her scream, I will check on her. But I promise you, she's probably just mad she heard my voice. But either way, let's jump into it. I'm going to stick it about normal. As always, all of these creators are listed in the description if you want to show them love. Good. I'm excited. Oh my gosh. Pixel. Auto 144. I knew that was a little bit more pixely.
The following clips is not meant for the faint of heart.
This tape
contains disturbing imagery of events that were unfolded at Fredbear's family.
Oh yeah, they all have stuff. Lost video footage of the events that occurred on May 18th, 1983.
On May 18th, 1983. The footage is currently under investigation to be used against the founder William Afton and co-founder Henry Emil in the court of law in the state of Texas. Releasing footage for public viewing will lead to serious consequences for tampering with it.
Okay, well, I'll do that. Oh, it's so itchy. I was sneezing all morning. I didn't think I was even going to stream, but then I took some medicine and I was feeling better. But now my nose is just itchy. May 18th, 1983, 8 p.m. Always like seeing a FNAF series with the grungier looks. Some of them depict FNAF as really clean and nice, but I like the grungier ones. They look dirty, they look gross. I like it. Give me that nasty. Sounds rough. Does not sound fun. I was a little worried about the audio at the beginning, but this part's pretty nice. I will say the humming or the fuzz is just a smidge too high for me. Oh, well, there's the mouth. Oh. I love how in basically almost every single Fnaf video where they do the bite, you always hear the people screaming, but you almost never see them. We have seen a couple of series, but it's like so rare. I mean, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. I'm just pointing it out. Just pointing it out. Today I'm drinking my low sweet tea. I see you. You know, I love that you even attempted a walking animation. Distress. I am still here. I'm all alone. My nose is so stuffy right now. It's cold. Hot out for a bit. But there are more of me. They are hiding. I'm trapped. Please help us. Mike, you see this scene a lot in a bunch of different of the VHSs. Always enjoy it. It's me, a Mario, Evan. Can you hear me? Mike. I can't breathe. Make it stop. Oh. That was solid. I enjoyed that. Let's see. This is the one that popped off, apparently. Compilation of tapes recovered during the early hours of August 10th, 1991. After several years claimed as lost media, a curious, pitiful Michael Afton rediscovers the demons of the past as he watches these tapes to tell a story that never got out. Will Evan be successful in his mission to get through to his brother and put his soul to rest? Cool. Let's ride.
Warning. The following footage is not for the faint of heart. This footage was recovered from the tragic burning of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria on August 10, 1991. The footage is currently under investigation to be used against suspect William Afton and co-founder Henry Emily, both of which have yet to be found. Public viewing of this tape will be persecuted in court of law under the state of Texas. Releasing footage for public viewing will lead to serious consequences for tampering with evidence and could be sentenced to 6 years in federal prison and or a possible fine of $12,000 American dollars.
Hello, Asper employee. Role given. Time watch and the following is a message from co-founder Henry Hamill of Asper Entertainment trademark. All Asper employees must attend to any interference that may occur during performance. To not ruin the company as branding.
Man, I'm sneezing.
Electronic must proceed with caution to avoid bodily harm. All Asper employees must be trained to make minor repairs / tests to an animatronic under the Asper name. Asper Entertainment is not legally responsible for an injury / death that may
Free
occur
us?
during repair, and all employees are trained prior to assignment.
I don't think I will. August 8th, 1991, 11:33 p.m. Can you imagine come across these tapes if you weren't William Afton? Gosh, man, this would be such a mindfuck just to stumble upon these. I'm always a sucker for these types of POVs.
It was a trap. You can't keep us here. You set us free. You can't keep us here. It was a trap.
Gee, I wonder who these kids are. Couldn't possibly figure that out.
It was a trap.
So this is Henry Emily going to investigate my establishment known as Freddy Fazbear's
Henry?
Pizza. I got a report about an hour ago from the local police station to come investigate a security breach. Probably some teenagers fucking around, smoking dope. It's bound to happen eventually. Not like we had much of a reputation after what happened, you know, in 83 and, of course, 87.
Of course.
Place is set to shut down. Good.
Kind of veer in there, bud. Yeah, it does say. I want to go back over to the right side.
Along with my hopes and dreams. That's a story for another time. I'll be lucky if the animatronics aren't vandalized or, you know, damaged to a further extent. I wondered if they even broke in the first place. Sworn someone was working the night shift. Fucker probably walked off the job.
Bitch, I would.
I would have too.
Yeah, okay.
Place looks something out of a horror movie.
I was wondering what that was in my mic. I forget there's a mic on this thing sometimes.
Confrontation in the streets of Moscow tonight a short distance away from the Russian Federation building, a column of tanks was making its way up Kalinin Prospect, roughly a mile behind me, when it was confronted by a small crowd of people. It was after curfew hour, the newly imposed 11 p.m. curfew. The people tried to talk to the tank drivers.
I think I feel another sneeze coming.
There's a line of tearing cumulus from Childress back in toward the Lubbock area, and they may well intensify.
I think that's enough radio for now. Come on. There we go.
I didn't sneeze, and I'm very sad about that. Just teasing me, man. My daughter likes to make a lot of different sounds, so I have to like decide on the fly if it's a negative sound or a neutral sound.
Alright,
They're very similar.
we're here.
I don't think I would want to go in. In fact, I don't care what's in. If I'm Henry, I don't care. I'm just going to turn around and go home.
It's 12:05 a.m., August 10th, and I've just arrived.
And you
at
go there at
Freddy Fazbear's
midnight?
Pizza. So
Yeah.
far, no exterior damages, surprisingly. Just check the entire premises around the building, off camera.
We went to a wedding, and my
no
wife is
lockpicks,
in a wedding,
glass smash,
in
nothing like that.
not this weekend, but the next.
Which is odd, because
And I was gonna go bald.
Juveniles wanting to go down a chimney as if they were Santa's little shits.
But she
to an
was
animatronic
like,
restaurant
I'd
its
prefer
last
if you just got a
legs.
haircut.
Either
And I was
they
like, that's
somehow gotten a hold of one of the keys,
Yep.
or if some sort of poltergeist is happening.
I didn't do
couldn't find
bald.
out what the fuck is exactly
And then I
going
also
on,
had to
or
shave,
gonna
but now
have
it's
to
a little
report back to the
stubbly.
station and get a badge numbers
I don't
of
plan on
cops
shaving
who were
again.
fucking
It
around
won't
on
grow
the
that
phone.
fast.
Anyways, get inside before I get mugged by a lowlife. Let's see.
Go inside. Why would you?
Flashlight.
I wouldn't care then. Not only is the building dangerous, the area around the building is dangerous.
Thing seems normal thus far. Computer seems to be fine. Nothing but some updated newspaper on the wall. Man, the staff here are awful at their freaking jobs. It's so hard to keep up.
Henry's
Last
a
few locations
dick.
left. Severe alcoholism makes that task a bit trickier. Charlotte's passing. Life is so great. Or lost motivation to care about anything. I'm surprised I even bothered at this point. God, I wish Will was here. He was good at dealing with stress. Push when he lost his son, daughter on top of that. I never admire him for that, but after what he did, I can't trust him anymore.
Wow, my man
You
is
went
going
home?
for all the
Well,
crazy stuff. Even got a
I
hand
know
to
you little
open the
shits are in
door.
here.
That's wild.
Huh. Power. Figures. Well, now I know someone was in here. None of the animatronics are in their proper positions. Fucking crooks must have auctioned off my parts I built. Fucking bastards.
Bastards.
Took my favorite one. Maybe if I keep looking around, I'll find some answers. Guess somebody is late for work. It's dusty in here. Only the power was on, I could maybe see who was in here last night. Whoever should probably cut off the power purposely beforehand or something. And where's the rest of you and your friends?
What?
Fuck! God damn it, son of a bitch! Fucking hell! What the fuck is all of this? What the fuck is going on?
Bro, you hit your knee.
Parts
Calm
are
down,
literally
man.
everywhere. There's Freddy's head, Bonnie's arm, and Foxy's leg. God, fuck my knee. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here! What the fuck did you do to my animatronics?
I think that's one of the worst sounds I've ever heard. Oh, that reminds me of Courage the Cowardly Dog. Return the slab. That was awful. Don't ever do that. I don't ever want to hear that again. I'd rather them sing while killing me. Cheerfully, joyfully sing while killing me than, oh, that's some Silent Hill shit.
William?
Oh, maybe a sneeze. We've been shot. He's like 5. Run, Henry!
No, no.
August 10th, 1991, New York Times. It burns. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza was burnt to the ground as unidentified bodies were recovered from a once established animatronic restaurant to what is now left in ruin. From what Texas officials were able to say, it was started intentionally from a third party killing whomever was inside. Suspects led to William Afton as last seen dismantling the animatronics from security cameras. Other suspect is co-founder Henry Emery, although no attempts to reach out have been made nor has been found. More information to be released shortly. All 5 Nights at Freddy's properties used owned by Scott Cawthron, voice actors. Yeah, that was solid. I enjoyed that. Yeah, that was a good episode. Yeah, episode 3. It's so weird too that went from 76K to not even 400. So interesting how people's like attention, well, and you kind of get lost among the crowd, so you really can't blame them. But just sad. The year's 2011, many years after the tragic shutdown of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria in 1991, a tiresome Michael Afton is called by the town's demolition company to rediscover and claim any lost artifacts from the once grand Fredbear's family diner before demolition begins. Little does he know of the demons awaiting him on the flip side and the conclusion to this trilogy. Oh, nice. August 10th, 1991. 5:30 a.m.
Morning to the United States of America and its people, the land of the free and the home of the brave.
The entire state of Texas is in a state of grief as early this morning, August 10th, at roughly 2:50 a.m., the beloved Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria was burnt to the ground, destroying and killing whomever had been inside. Reports state despite video evidence of a security breach of an unknown suspect, no bodies were found, but traces of empty lighter fluid bottles were found not too far from the establishment. Strangely enough, both owners of Fazbear's Entertainment, William Afton and Henry Emily, have not yet come out with police cars, as we speak, are in search of both owners in hope to find some answers to this tragedy. A little background of Freddy's. Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria is a family-friendly pizza establishment, starting back roughly a decade ago with Fazbear's Family Diner. Although short-lived, leading to the space's shutdown in an incident which is now head being shoved in the mouth of an animatronic by an adolescent, which ended up with the kid's skull being crushed by the spring locks inside the bear, which were loosened. It clamped down on the poor boy's head. Despite the company's tarnished reputation, the establishment has offered the community of Texas with entertainment in the form of pizza parties, arcades, and of course their iconic band performances that have become a staple of Fazbear's Entertainment. More on this as it develops.
20 minutes later.
Breaking news. More information has just come to light about the whereabouts of Fazbear's Entertainment's co-founder. It saddens me to say, at the time of this broadcasting, Henry Emily was found dead in an attempted suicide. The owner's BMW was found in a nearby lake with a suicide note taped onto the steering wheel of the vehicle. Oddly enough, no body was found, or any trace of it was left in the car, but the worst can be assumed from the note. Henry Emily is dead. More as police search high and low for the company's owner, William Afton, as he is now a suspected fugitive. If you or a loved one know the whereabouts of this man, please call Texas State Police Department.
I ain't no snitch. $20 years later. 2011.
Billboards proclaiming imminent doomsday are popping up all over the U.S. Judgment Day is at hand, according to a Christian radio preacher in California. If 90-year-old Harold Camping's Bible-based calculations are correct,
I can guarantee you my daughter got out of her pen. Yep, here she is.
May 21,
Hey, gorgeous.
it's going to be a
Did you climb out?
earthquake, way greater than anything that the Earth has ever experienced.
I can't believe it.
And that'll be the beginning of Judgment Day.
Camping's followers are spreading the word. Some have quit jobs or school to prepare for the end. Camping believes that only a tiny percentage of humanity will be sucked up to heaven.
Hello, am I speaking? Michael F. Mike, I'm sorry, but why are you calling? Perfect. Mike, can I call you Mike? Sure. You're the son of William Afton, according to the records currently available to me. Is that right? Yeah, that's me. What's your business? I'm calling on behalf of the town to inform you that we will demolish the old building. Fredbear's Family Diner, I believe was the name, in a couple of days or so. Really? It's about time someone did. Why did you call me though? You see, since original owners are long dead, the ownership of the property goes to any surviving family members. And well, that happens to you. You see, it's required of me to notify you beforehand to avoid any conflicts later. Maybe there are belongings and whatnot you may want to retrieve before town comes in with big wrecking ball and smashes place to tiny little bits. I see. By the way, who are you exactly? I am just messenger boy for town demolition company, but you can call me Boris. I must leave. Got plenty of other people to call on their property being destroyed with big wrecking ball, no? Goodbye, friend.
Yeah, she managed to escape her pen. Had to put her back and put up guardrails. We'll see if that works.
Okay.
I was thirsty.
Just
I mean, hungry.
Both
Both really.
The door here. According to my safety, in case anything happens to go south during my little exhibition here. There's something going on. Yeah.
Yep, all Fredbear.
Haven't heard that name in quite some time. Hopefully I can remember where exactly it is.
Fredbear.
It's probably become outgrown or maybe has partially collapsed. Huh. So, game plan is to go there, see what's left, collect a few things, just kind of reminisce of the past, and wow, I really forgot how far out in the country this place is. Need to see what's left of it. Didn't really expect today to go from boring life to revisiting a childhood dream. Well, it feels like a dream now, but before then, it was my childhood. This is as far as I can go. We'll have to make the rest of the journey on foot. Strange. Except for the gate here. What's the only way to get to Fredbear's? Not like I have much of a choice now. Alright, well, I guess I'm going hiking. At least good exercise. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Why they always go up there at night? Why night?
26 years. Haven't been here since the mid-80s. Wow. How much time changes? It's almost like it was just recently there were news reporters on the scene. Right over there, spilling the beans on the incident, and over on the left, that's where I was kept in a cop car after being detained for questioning. Well, I expect to find a lot of vandalism, shattered windows, maybe a Fredbear plush, some documents, but that's mainly it. Not exactly sure if there's still anything really valuable left since we pretty much cleared all of that stuff out prior to the place's shut down. Alright, let's get inside. Man. Okay, well, we just ran into an issue. Doors boarded up as well as the windows. I just checked the back. Just no way to get through. Not really sure what to do right now. Okay. I think maybe I can just... Okay, it looks like I'm just gonna have to barge into it. I know I'm old, but I gotta get into here somehow. Shit. I'm just gonna grab this piece of wood. Oh god. Okay, just gonna grab one more. Well, I'm gonna have to put the camera down. Okay, I got most of the wood down, the planks. Oh, okay. Hello? Anyone home? Nobody's home. Bummer. What's the party with just one person? Check out some of these old newspaper clippings.
They got more paper towels.
Wow. Such a different world from today.
I think this is the family diner, while the other one was
a long time to shut this place down.
Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Shit.
No, I think there are two different locations. This one's an older location, I think,
Look at all that.
or a newer location.
Look at all of that. That's where all the
Right,
treasures used to
I'm
be.
trying to remember. There's too many.
Maybe it's a good thing I'm recording all of this. Probably the last time I'll ever get a chance to revisit my childhood. Huh. Shame my family name was reduced to this. Like, imagine if nothing had gone wrong to begin with.
Bunch of kids died,
where we'd
so.
be in life. Evan, Elizabeth, me. Sorry if I get a bit emotional. I'm not sure why it's making me feel like this, but it's like I'm looking at what could
I
have been.
feel a sneeze.
I feel horrible about what happened to Evan. No fucking way. After all this time, this piece of shit mask is still here. Still in one piece. I don't believe it. There's not even a stretch on it. Not on the inside or anywhere. They really don't make them like they used to. What in the fuckery is this? Jeez. These are ancient.
Some people might say that dialogue's cheesy, but I know for a fact.
Yeah, I don't
if I was
remember any
somewhat
of these
familiar with an
lying down.
area and I was rediscovering
There are
it, I would
names,
exactly
too.
say those words.
I wonder if there's any more lying around. I think I might
hilarious.
have a VHS player lying around somewhere back at the house. Whoa, hey! Oh, holy fuck. What is this? Okay, wait, calm down. Fredbear, it's just Fredbear.
What?
It's only Fredbear. God, it freaked me out. Wait, what? There's more of them? Wait a minute.
You have no situational
Why are they
awareness.
all
my
here?
friend.
These guys are from the other restaurant. I thought they got destroyed in the fire. They're not supposed to be here. Why are they here? No, none of this adds up. This doesn't make any sense. Let me try getting a closer look.
Why?
Yeah, they're slightly melted on the sides.
He's missing an
Yeah,
eye
he's right
because that
foot.
eye was that's the one we saw in the hallway.
Hey! Who's there? Hello? Not playing around. You better come out now or I'll shoot. Yeah, I'll shoot. Don't make me do it.
I'll shoot. Yeah, I'll shoot.
No. Oh, fuck. No,
People have tried
come
that
on,
in these types of situations, and they have died.
Oh, no. Please. For the love of God, turn it on.
You know what
come on.
pretending to have a gun
Oh,
does
thank God.
against someone who
Thank Jesus.
has a gun?
Oh, thank you.
Usually not much.
I don't know what's happening now, but now it's a good time, I think, to get out of here. Yeah, fuck it, I'm bailing. This place is giving me the creeps. Okay, I'll
respect
take these tapes and I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it is really heavy on the VHS.
The following clips is not meant to advocate on part. This tape contains disturbing imagery of events that were involved in the Fnaf family fire on May 8th.
I'm all alone. You know what? I love a good lullaby. Oh, that's cool. We got to see it from a different angle. That was interesting. Because that scene was in the second episode. We saw it from his POV.
assume you understand the true nature of your father. You may recognize my voice. I tried hiding in the shadows for as long as I could, but to put it lightly, I was your father's business partner. You're probably wondering why I did what I did. Faking my death at the time seemed to be the most logical thing to do, as my name had enough dirt on it from the press as is. Long story short, I spent the last 20 years of my life in the Russian Federation, the Siberian woods, right as the new era started. I actually had the chance to open up a smaller location in St. Petersburg, as we'd never done any previous business behind the Iron Curtain. But unfortunately, it didn't do me any favors really, as capitalism failed in the state. It was completely out of my control. The corruption, hyperinflation, economics, all of that made Freddy's in Russian short-lived. Enough about me, however. I understand the pain you must be feeling. Carrying that guilt has probably done a number on your mental state. Now, I want you to listen very carefully. What I'm going to tell you will shock you. You may be found in a state of disbelief. But please, if you want to have any chance of understanding what you just witnessed, then I ask you to pay attention. Your father, I don't know how he did it, but he was playing God. He was somehow able to tap into the very DNA of our being and achieved immortality. He somehow broke the bounds of our reality and brought the dead back to life. What do I mean by this? Those animatronics you encountered last night, how do I put this? The spirits of those 5 missing kids, back in the 80s, of course. Their souls are trapped inside the suits. Your father purposely killed those kids to test his fucked up experiments. The rumors were true. Even my daughter was one of his fucking sick experiments. Listen, your brother was the incident that sparked your father's obsession with immortality. Your brother's body was never buried. Instead, it was somehow fused with the animatronic. What I'm telling you is that I still believe that Evan is in the Fredbear suit. His soul, at least. You see, these souls are stuck in this limbo, reliving those painful memories over and over and over again. It's an endless loop. It does not end. That should probably help you better understand why some of the animatronics acted the way they did in the tapes. After the fire, I took what was left of everything and placed them here. No one could find them. No evidence. No trace. Scot-free. So I thought. Sure, I got away with changing my identity, but far back in my head I knew that those spirits were still in those animatronics. But I didn't know what to do with them, so I left them here. Yet I am still here, haunted by those spirits, in my dreams, in my vision. They're still suffering. That's why I came back. What's interesting now is that it didn't look like they were very active. In fact, it looks like they hadn't moved in a very long time, but I assure you, their souls are still lingering inside. This is where you come in. I need your help. You must do exactly as I say in order to be free of this tragedy and save your brother Evan. I need you to reawaken him. In the box I left for you, there should be a spirit box for you and Evan to communicate back and forth. I'm not exactly sure how you will get him to become active, but I think your presence will be enough for him to come to you. And with it, the rest of the souls inside the animatronics. Once they're all reawakened, I need you to run as fast as you can to the security office. The spirits, they are very likely to become extremely hostile once they see you. There is a tape. I left it for you. There will be more instructions and a way for you to escape. I'll be setting the place on fire, hopefully burning out the spirits so they can finally be free and move on from your father's grip. This is your last chance to make it up to your brother Evan. to reconcile.
How do I feel like there's not gonna be an escape?
But this time in peace, rather than in agony. I understand that you didn't mean for things to turn out the way they did. But we're all human. And I'll admit, I've done things far worse than what you've done that I'm not very proud of. I wish you the best of luck, Michael. I'll see you on the flip side.
Okay, it should be rolling. I really hope this box works. Okay, there we go. Okay. It looks like it should be turning on. There we go. Hey, Evan. It's been a while.
Hey, bud, what's up?
It's been quite some time, huh? Evan, are you there? It's okay. Take your time. So that's where I was at in my life. I was told that I'd find out eventually when I'll be able to see my daughter, but her mother's been making that whole process extremely difficult. You know, just a lot of court nonsense. Alright, I'm just gonna come clean. Please, say something. Just anything. All I just want to know is that if you're okay. Please. Don't want you to suffer anymore. Just talk to me, please.
Mike.
Hello? Evan?
Mike. It's me.
Evan! Yes, it's me, Mike. I'm here now. I don't understand. What do you mean? What's happening?
Can't decide if I need to sneeze or not.
So it's come down to this. For many, many years, these memories have haunted me endlessly. No matter what I did, there was always
Michael's trying to reawaken the animatronics. He did that, and then they all tried to attack and kill him.
that image of that horrid night had been ingrained in my psyche ever
Now he is
since
watching a
that
tape
fateful day.
inside the security office.
I did everything I could to move on, faked my death, changed my name, moved as far away as I could. But it still wasn't enough. I had to come back. I had to finish what I started.
Now he's listening to
And to
Henry.
be well, looks like much hasn't changed with you. Still spiteful and stubborn. Hence why we're all here tonight. A little reunion of sorts. You see, the second this tape ends, building will be set on fire, hopefully ending the abominations you have kept alive far past their expiration. Michael, I'd like to thank you for your cooperation.
Yeah,
in this
Michael, you're dead
project.
too, brother.
I've had in mind for years now. But I hope you understand this is for the best. I'm sorry, but this disease must be eradicated, which includes the both of us. To you monsters trapped in those lifeless robots, it's time to leave this purgatory and move on. And I believe for the most of you there is paradise waiting for you on the other side, as the smoke clears. As for you, well, I hope you're listening, you six twisted son of a bitch. The darkest pit of hell has opened to swallow you whole.
Oh, I did not like Michael. I mean, William.
Keep the devil waiting.
moving on, we now have Jurassic Park security, which I'm guessing I should probably just add them all to like. I don't have the rest of the playlist. Add them all. Play. Don't gotta worry about it, Dan. Solid amount. VHS security footage from the first Lysine contingency experiment from June 5th, 1992 on Island Nublar, Costa Rica. I've held on to this Jurassic Park footage for too long, and now it is time for people to know the truth about Dr. Wu Lysine's contingency security solution. That is a mouthful. This was not only traumatic for the dinos, but for our security team as well, sworn to secrecy. Rip Mac, you were one of the good ones, brother. These people will pay what they made us do. We never signed up for this. Signed up for this. Reaper. Right? Mess with it? June 5th, 1992. Jurassic Park. Test subject number 1, Trike Ralph. New signs of regression. Buck. Hey, Buck. Peter was unarmed. Yeah, I don't think I would, I don't think any amount of money would, allow me to get into a Jeep and track T-Rex in the dark. Final moments, Stego Paddock. Yeah, I bet. Absolutely not. How do you even let a T-Rex sneak up on you? You know, I blame that on lack of training. Could you imagine though? You're walking through the woods at night, all of a sudden a fucking T-Rex just goes walking up. The VHS security footage from the second Lysine experiment performed on Spinosaurus from July 7th, 1992, same island. I've held on to this Jurassic Park footage for too long, and now it is time for people to know the truth. Rip Murtaugh, you were one of the good ones, brother. Interesting. Murtaugh's tapes recovered. Test subject number 4, Spino. That location proved difficult. I'm already terrified of swamps just because of like the things that already live there. Add in dinosaurs? No. Still searching for Spino. Or Spino citing normal temperament. Instructed to follow to evaluate behavior. Bertol's final moments, Spino Site B. Bertol unreachable by 12:05. Yeah, that would suck. That was cool. That sudden little jerk head turn. The Compy incident. For Dr. Henry Wu, think of your sins. Think on your sins. Recovered footage from day of incident. The 11th, 1980. Oh my god, I got hiccups. What do I do? I wonder if the fear of like the tinier ones outweighs the actual threat. Like I know they usually go in like packs, so they're gonna all attack you. But if you get like one-on-one, go for the neck. I wonder how that. Yeah, I bet a lot of people were freaking killed. My goodness. Velociraptor outbreak. Unidentified guest cam. You. Ranger cam tracking raptors possible nest. Hi, Jack. No one told Jack the paddock door was unlocked. No one told Jack they can open doors. Covered footage from an unidentified guest cave. You would not be outrunning her. Give him credit for credit due. My man was holding his own for a minute. Osiris dive. Mac Jack Murtaugh. Rip. Security prerequisites. Diving license. Diving expedition number 8. We only did 8. Okay. Spared no expense. You weren't kidding. You spared. Not even us. Damn, John, that's wild. The expense of your security, the expense of the families. Guests, their funerals, the cover-ups. Escaping Jurassic Park. The night I left Jurassic Park. Somehow, Engine caught wind of my plans and set my own. Let's say Engine. My own security team after. I was so confused at what I was reading. October 11th, 1995. 12:05. My plan was simple, go underground. Made it past the gates and into guest section. Is it? That's a bummer. I haven't looked at any of the reviews or anything. During a routine shutdown of security systems. That's a bummer. They had such a good trailer. I was hoping it would follow through. Oh, bummer. man, I just went on a sneezing frenzy. Yeah, I'm pretty positive Hammond's the bad guy in this one. Yeah, I might just have to look up like a story synopsis for Zoocosis as opposed to actually playing it. The wrecked assets haven't been examined. Friends haven't even checked them. Entered the wrecked paddock. Dum dums. We were struggling to find the last Rex. That is never a good thing. His implant wasn't sending a location signal. Night came. See, you don't have to look for it at night. That's the thing. You don't have to look for it at night. A couple of us went back to the station. Hello, my name is... Maybe I could have done something. I'm so thirsty, and I'm like so hot now because I sneezed so much. My body temperature went up. I'm so thirsty now. Thirsty boy. I refuse to show the following in full out of respect. I'll show you enough so that you understand. Nobody cares about your friend. We want to see his death. We want to revel in it. We want to enjoy it. I want to see this man ripped apart limb from limb. How's that for fucking respect? You're breathing better than me. I would sound like a crackhead digging through the carpet right now. Ooh, absolutely not. Better hope he's a dumb one like Mr. Robinson, or the Robinsons. Hammond told his family that he was missing. But we know, John. Well, he did. I visited his grave last week.
Welcome to Jurassic
Park. Enjoyed that. Carnotaurus test. Right. Where my team died. I would like to believe it tastes similar to chicken, but I'd have to both think the texture would be extremely... I don't know. I would say dense? I'm gonna get something to drink. I'll be right back. Your chair gaming. Wife brought me a breakfast burrito. Just forgot. Ooh, I'm gonna eat that. All this series is people getting torn apart by dinosaurs. I'm gonna enjoy it. You know, sometimes simplicity is best. Happening.
Welcome to the Jurassic Park Junior Ranger Secret Promotion video. If you are watching this tape, it means that you've been selected by a committee of your peers, as well as our senior ranger staff, to take part in this special program that only the top junior park rangers ever get to join.
Nice.
Upon being accepted into the Junior Ranger Park Society, you can expect to drive around the park in your very own custom Jeep, and before you enter the... Well, hey look, who's that? It's none other than Mr. DNA. Hey there, Mr. DNA.
Hey there, and hello, kids. Today, I'll be taking you to some very special critters who you'll be able to help oversee along with our top rangers. Do you want to see? Yeah! Alrighty then, follow me. As you
These Taco
already
Bell
know,
burritos?
thanks to
Delicious.
innovations from our top scientists, you'll be seeing a number of amazing real-life dinosaur species. The first species that our Secret Ranger Society gets to help take care of is none other than Triceratops. Yay! Let's take a look in the pen and see if we can spot any trikes. There's one right now. Who wants to go pat him on the head? Me. Have fun, kiddo.
Who wants to go pat him on the head?
If you'll follow me as we continue on our super secret special tour, the next dinosaur that we're going to encounter
Oh, there's only two
is one
kids.
of the most ferocious and intelligent predators that our scientists have recreated on the island. Would anyone like to guess which dinosaur we'll be taking a look at? Spinosaurus. No, but good guess. Carnotaurus. Adventurous, I say. No. It's the one, the only, Velociraptor. Yay!
Yay!
Who would like to be the first ever Secret Junior Ranger to feed a Velociraptor? Me, I would. All right then, sport. Step right up. Congratulations, champ.
Even the Velociraptor was confused. He said, "Did you just do this?"
Dinosaur. You'll be helping me take care of our most important asset. Are you sure you're up for it? I don't know. It's all right, bud. I'll be right beside you the whole time. You have nothing to fear, except, of course, if we don't get this dino fed. Ready? Yes. I'm ready. Great. Let's go. the horrifying tyrant lizard king, the Tyrannosaurus Rex. But in order to keep her actually satisfied, we have to use a special technique to take care of her. What do you think it could be? I don't know. Not a problem. Do you know what Rexy's favorite food is? Other dinosaurs?
Other dinosaurs?
A goat? That's right. Go ahead and put on the mask with me. Stand right here. Now, on the count of 3, I want you to dance along with me. This'll get the Rex's attention. It loves dancing. I want to go home. Too late for that now. Our special asset has just arrived. Wasn't that fun, kids? Thanks for joining me for this super secret video that shows you how Junior Rangers can help our assets like no one else. Have a great day.
Dilphosaur. Thank you all. Bowling was also recovered in the Hublar Hotel Presidential Suite. Names of the victims are unknown. Person was being stalked all day. The untrained car, no one could easily mistake their call for a bird. Listen again. Something stuck in my teeth and is killing me. I'm guessing it's bread sausage. I feel a sneeze coming.
Nice dinosaur. All right.
I sneezed really hard and it hurt. I want to die. Those were terrifying as a child. I don't know the name of those damn things, but I hate those fucking things. Oh, fuck those. Can't be certain, but from what I can gather, I believe these are the victims. RIP. For those who don't know, that means rest in peace. Or pieces, in this case. Hello, Reaper.
Hello, Reaper. I've been watching you. Your videos. Your work to try and defame what John did. What we did. Your work has been interesting. It's as if you believe that you can stop this place. The power of this place. The only problem, Reaper, is that you don't understand. You know nothing.
Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
You were a pawn in our plan.
We're in the middle of a Jurassic Park analog horror right now.
All of those people. Your friends. Those children. You thought that we fed them to our beloved assets as experiments? You poor soul. Perhaps you'll learn the truth.
He said, we ate them ourselves.
Soon.
Pteranodon Aviary. This might be the longest episode so far, 6 minutes. Now that I'm complaining.
Roger Stillback. At the request of the scientists, I'm recording my venture to restore the electric fences of the Sorna Aviary. The date is June.
Roger left the lens cap on here. Good old Roger.
Anyway, I'm going to be filming my journey, kind of a tour, I guess, starting right here in my office. I guess the Pteranodon team wants to see if there's any way they can make our life easier, counting the steps needed to get to the electric grid. For the next hour, they'll temporarily disable the current running through the aviary walls. And these types of tests are routine. I remember doing the same thing during a time back when I was in Milwaukee. I worked back at a zoo. So anyway, that's what this is, and let's go.
All right.
So we're at the first outdoor panel for the perimeter fences. These are for remote access in case someone needs to turn these off while in the vicinity of the aviary. As you can see, they're all okay. No problems, thankfully. So now we're going to go into the aviary security room, which is on the southwest entrance, closest to the main road that comes in from the lab. It seems like it's kind of dark in here, so I don't know if I can show you guys what to do. Can't find the lights. I'm just going to take out the camera with the flash and kind of show you what the panels look like and that they're working properly.
Beautiful. At this point in the tape, Roger remains silent. As he should. As he should. Is his right. I'm not sure where he is going or why he entered the PTR aviary. I would have reversed those. Kind of interesting to show us a video of it and then show us like 2 or 3 pictures of what we just watched a video of. I would have done the pictures first in the video. That's just... Hot damn. That would be... Oh my god. Yep, there you go. That reminds me of the first video in the VHS movie. Yup. That was cool. That was well done. Poor Raj. Incident was never acknowledged publicly by JP leadership. Roger still. That was good. Yeah, if you've never seen the VHS horror movies, the first... They have multiple videos throughout the VHS because they're each on a VHS, but the first VHS video, that one feels very inspired by, because that was almost like shot-for-shot remake. There's DNA. You have succeeded where others became dinner, but some dinosaurs survive and only time will tell who rules the earth. Congratulations! Made it to the end. Jurassic Park EXE. You were specifically chosen to play. And now he is ready to meet you. Hello? All right. Okay. Well, that was interesting. Like I said, that last video has been over a year now. Okay, why? Click X. Okay. But you know, they're still working on the series, and they've been posting pretty every few months. You know, 7 months here and then 3 months there. So I really like that one though. That was enjoyable. Next is going to be Hey Joe. We're gonna start. I love Backrooms. So excited for a good. I don't even care if it's good. I just want something Backrooms related. I'm a sucker for it. What can I say? We've done a few Godzilla analog horrors and ARGs, but I'm looking for more. They'll be added to the list once I find some. Right now, there's only 2 that I've been able to find, and we've watched them both. I don't really load anyone. Oh, it is low.
From the basement, so I'm gonna have a look now. It's getting louder. You guys can hear it. You can hear it. Crazy. Whoa. Okay. Must have changed something.
This is new to me.
Well,
I always enjoy people rationalize the weird. Always funny to hear what they come up with.
it's not like I've been down here every day.
That is true. That is true.
Not at all.
Freaking what?
I wasn't down here in a few few months. Fucking sound. I hope the camera can pick it up. What?
That sounded like it fucking hurt. Damn. That sounded like fucking the beginning of the movie Devil when they're jumped off the building. You hear him hit the concrete. That's what that's. Jesus, man. You are a trooper, a fighter.
Where am I? Falling down. Where's the hole?
While the voice acting might not be the greatest, I am loving that audio, like, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, the reverb or whatever. That beat, I like that. Feels good. I don't know if this one has entities or not. Didn't really click through it or anything to find out. It's interesting to see those things on the roof. Yeah, that was weird. Or the ceiling.
Even the wall is vibrating. But this is the sound. For whatever it's worth now.
A lot of darkness, man. Unfortunate for you. Unfortunate for you. That one hallway did have a light at the end of it.
They never believed me.
Someone was what? Okay, good dude.
No, I'm here.
Oh, hello.
That sound. The hum. I've heard since so many years. All this feels otherworldly.
Oh wow, what a difference already. It's crazy. That would be pretty cool. That would be cool.
At least there's light.
I knew he was gonna come back to this one. Called it. Gee, wonder what that was. Guess we'll never know. I hate breathing out of my mouth. I'm a nose breather, primarily. So when my nose is stuffed, I feel weird. I feel off.
Just ants.
I did not sneeze, and it made me mad. Now you've got me, Maslova. Because I'm like, if it's in Marvel universe, the way they would rationalize it, the way I'd rationalize it is be like it's Mysterio. He's just fucking around. That was my first thought. It's DC. I'm thinking it's something magical. Tara, or whatever. I never remember her name. Even go Constantine and say it's part of hell. That'd be interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. Oh, okay.
I know the door. I've seen it before. It almost looks like it.
Oh, cool. Oh my god, I think I'm gonna sneeze finally. nose is killing me.
So, I was falling through this hole or whatever it is. And I don't know.
Respectable.
This is our elevator.
Wonder who's watching. Pick number 3. Why you do this? Why do you hate us? Good folk. Hard working folk.
Just like the elevator from the block I live in.
Love that you took the time to put actual subtitles.
Gallery. check some doors. What's wrong with that door?
Ooh, stop it. Right now. Oh, I hate that.
Hello? Hello?
I would rather have every toe shot off than to yell hello.
Have been reported in
Situation.
several villages and towns up and down the country. The sound, which was heard yesterday at around 3:15 a.m., lasted on and off until around 8:20 p.m. One eyewitness stated the noise got very loud, especially around sunrise. Another witness reported that the sound resembled that of a trumpet being blown, and that he almost felt like he was in a sci-fi movie.
What?
And finally, you may have heard it for the past 5 weeks, the sounds that have persisted on and off, causing many sleepless nights for members of the public. Scientists still have no explanation and are now looking for any plausible reason. One scientist told us that he is not ruling out the fact that these sounds may indeed be of extraterrestrial origins.
Is this only for me?
The low-frequency sounds that were being heard in the skies across Britain have now spread to major cities across the world. Something that started off as a couple of isolated incidents has now become a worldwide affair. Scientists are calling it a global phenomenon, as they still don't yet have an explanation for what is causing the sounds. Of course, not everyone can hear the sound though. It's been suggested that only 1 in 50 of us across the world are affected by sounds of droning and humming. These noises are not unheard of, and many will have heard of the Bristol hum, which is caused by the natural environment. However, scientists are continuing their studies and hope to find some answers soon. We'll give you an update with this story as soon as we hear anything new.
What is all this? What's the reason I'm here?
It would seem so. It would seem that either that or in this version of his Backrooms, the hums are like entry points and exit points, and I don't know. Interesting. Even if they were, they would still be leaking current nonetheless. Oh, my nose is killing me. I think I have a single tear. I gotta sneeze again.
Feel a breeze. Almost like I hear something. What is this painting?
My daughter's giggling because she got out of the pen again. And now she's coming to the door looking at me. And when I see her, she runs away down the hallway giggling.
It's almost I can feel like there's something.
You know she's not supposed to be out. She goes down for a nap in like, what time is it?
There's wind.
1 o'clock, 30 minutes.
There's really wind. What's that? No.
After this video, I'll put her down.
No. Please. What? No. Hurry. I must be dreaming. I must be something. This is impossible.
Kind of reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. The beginning sections, whenever you're in the pedestals.
There's something right. Right. No. Oh my God. Nobody will see this tape, isn't it? Well, you're my dad.
Good move. Good move. Good move.
I'll try upwards.
Man, that was the first entity thingy we've seen. That was pretty decent.
Okay, let's drive upwards. Why freaking not? Oh my god.
First the dinosaurs, now entities.
Well, let's lose our minds. Not even hungry or thirsty. That's good.
I was wondering. I was assuming. All right, that was Hey Joe. I really liked his. His feels a little bit different to the other ones that I've seen. But he's only got 3, and he doesn't post very often. But absolutely fantastic, and he has already posted before, or I mean after this last episode, which was a month ago. This was 9 days ago, so he's definitely working on episode 4. It's awesome to see. Next up will be the Civil Emergency Defense Agency. Oh, you're right. They did. They did. They did. It's about that time. I am going to take a 5-minute break while I put my daughter down, change her, everything else I need to do before I get her napping. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Hello, hello, hello. I am. My daughter went down easily. She was already tired. Well, we're going to start with season 1. We're going to go through season 1 and 2. They have non-canon, unrelated, and then old stuff that's no longer part of this thing. We're not going to watch any of that. Start at the beginning. Compilation of recovered media that was made by CETA or other entities that develop the themes and basis for future events of the series. Crazy, the whole thing started 8 months ago, and they've already got such a good following. Good for them. After over a year of hard work, here are all the media entries that fall under season 1 of the CETA series in the recommended watch order. That's what we doing. Well, this is just telling us how to watch them. Thank you for your time and enjoy. Okay. Well, let's go.
We are dedicated to keep everybody's loved ones safe and sound, all across the world.
Escape is disrupted by CETA to help civilians in grief, flu-infected areas with constructing safe room, unauthorized redistribution. Okay. With the spread of green flu throughout the northeast of the USA, contact with infected individuals has become a serious danger. We, the Civil Emergency Defense Agency, have distributed this tutorial in your care package to help protect you and your loved ones. Do not forget to watch other media provided to you in your care package, such as Green Flu, as it shares useful knowledge about the green flu infection that can be very beneficial. Now, with the introduction out of the way, let's get started. Before we get started, make sure you have the necessary supplies to follow along. Critical components should be included within your CETA care package. Door manual, toolbox, 2x safe room door parts, portable radio and batteries, green flu pamphlet, non-perishable food and water, flashlights, and first aid. That's a solid starter kit. Depending on where the safe room is located, bedding and furniture may or may not be a commodity. We're not responsible for providing pillows and sheets. Wherever your safe room is located, it is your responsibility to bring luxury items. Once you are situated and ready to construct your safe room, move on to the next segment. It's staring. Staring. Alright, putting together a safe room. Now that you have all your parts situated, let's begin to construct your very own safe room. Make sure that your safe room door booklet is by your side to help assemble the door part. When selecting an ideal spot for your safe room, make sure it follows the safety checklist for not only your safety, but for the safety of other individuals. Safety checklist. A safe room that does not follow the safety checklist is a safe room considered at risk for failure. Failed safe room is when a safe room fails to protect the individuals inside, letting undesirable entities within or putting the individuals inside in danger. As long as your safe room follows the safety checklist, the risk of your safe room failing lowers to almost 0%. Keep in mind that even with the following checklist, step by step does not guarantee your 100% safety. Number 1. Shelter in a fortifiable and defensible area, preferably underground. Windowless is recommended. If there are any openings, seal it up to minimize contact with outside world. Number 2. Make sure that your safe room doors are assembled correctly. If it is, install them onto the door hinges of your shelter after removal of previous door. When installing, make sure that the areas are securely fastened. This is the most vital part of keeping your safe room secure. Number 3. Make a valid effort that nothing is staring at you from the shadows. If there is, it's already too late. Okay. Let's go over what to look out for in a compromised safe room. This is a safe room that will fail. Can you spot out the reasons why? Absolutely not. No idea. There are weapons in the safe room. It is legal to harm any individual, infected or not. They are still human. Insufficient supplies / depleted water. Do you hear the clank? The rats are making the sound, nothing else. Can you spot the third reason? It's staring in front of your face and you still can't see it. There is a starer in the room. Well, that's what starers do, they stare. Pre/post mutation. Air profile audio number 2.
The starer is a highly rare mutation that exists among people infected with Green flu, with the first encounter being at the Savannah, Georgia Liberty Mall Evac Center. It ranks a 10 out of 10 on the special infected civil scale. It is easy to identify due to usually having one half of its face and body distorted, and having a noticeable beaming eye from the less distorted half of its face. The origin of the starer's physical appearance is unknown at this time. This infected stalks non-infected from the shadows effectively, and even if the victim spots the starer, it may not even care that it's been seen. If the starer is hidden in the shadow well enough, in which they usually are, the only thing visible will be their gleaming eye. When a starer is stalking an individual, they are not always necessarily hostile and may even move on their own accord. However, if the starer is hostile, survivability is low with an 81% mortality rate for hostile encounters.
I want to know how y'all surviving.
Strong and persistent, no matter the age of the infected. They will almost stop at nothing to hunt down their prey, mutilating them piece by piece. With stalking behaviors, their intricate social structures and consumption of prey, higher thought is speculated to be at play. This profile does not include
that other thing. Love it. Safe room. That was good. I enjoyed that.
We are dedicated to keep everybody's loved ones safe and sound, all across the world.
Yeah, that's a little bit out of left field. I was trying to like rack my brain for a second and I was like, oh, I don't remember that. Liberty Mall has announced Jimmy Gibbs will be holding a meet and greet at their location, Liberty Mall, the second time. Fans all across Savannah are excited for the news. Make sure to arrive early. So now we know why there's going to be people at the Liberty Mall. Recently identified pathogen has been located at the northeastern side of Fairfield, Pennsylvania. Experts seem to be concerned about the pathogen, but are to remain with caution. Tried to hide vital information in tiny, tiny letters.
Do you need a place to stay to see the wonderful city of Savannah? If you do, come book a place at the Vanna. With state-of-the-art clean and comfortable bedrooms and baths, highly dedicated staff, and room service working throughout the day and night, an award-winning breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Famous for the very Jimmy Gibbs choosing to stay with us on several occasions. The Vanna. Need a place to stay at Savannah? Just head to the Vanna.
8 out of 10 Americans unknown.
Early September. Yeah, that's true. Because I feel like mortality rate for the tank is probably higher. Shit, mortality rate for the witch is probably higher. God, man, that would... I don't know. I feel like all their mortality rates are... Because one already attacks from the shadow. One's just a tank that can just barrel through anything. One... I guess the witch's mortality rate would probably be the lowest just because she has an easily identifiable... Like, oh shit, that bitch is crying. Fuck that. I don't know. That's interesting though. $11:30.
Due to the spread of green flu to Savannah, Georgia, with cooperation with the beautiful team of the Vanna Luxury Hotel, we have established a CETA center with an evacuation zone for the public. We can guarantee supplies, safety, shelter, and evacuations for anybody that wishes. We will be handing VHS tapes with our CETA care packages, which in themselves will come with hefty amount of supplies, which will teach you about how to construct your own safe room, about the individuals infected with green flu, immunity to the pathogen, and many more helpful tapes for the people who wish to stay in Savannah. When you arrive, if this evacuation center is crowded for your liking, there is another evacuation center at Liberty Mall. To do circumstances rapidly escalating in these uncertain times, don't hold off on visiting the centers. If things escalate, we don't know how long these centers will take any more people. If you are infected, or if you think you are, we advise you to distance yourselves from others. Make your way to one of the centers, and announce your possible infection. We will take the proper amount of precautions to take you in, and attempt to treat you. These are really uncertain times, but with your help and cooperation, a bright light is surely at the end of this.
Nah, they're gonna take you out back and shoot you and put you in a mass grave. Cool. Only 2 evacuation centers were established due to poor preparation of management. They did not last long, both being completely overrun on the 21st. Damn, he wasn't kidding. We could have saved more people. Photos of the Vanna and Liberty Mall evac center. Before. Love a good before and after. The Vanna Hotel. Liberty Mall. Now. Video brightened for viewing. Most of the infected have been cleared Savannah after weeks of countless hours of work. It's still, however, incredibly eerie once you get to the downtown area. The abandoned buildings, trashed up street, decomposing bodies, and nature taking over everything again. Even though we are confident that most of the infected have been cleared, I don't know why, but that like the rain scene makes me want to replay Dead Island. We can't get the feeling off us that something is watching us. Gee, I wonder what it is. Everything's already listed in this playlist, so we don't have to actually go to that, because it's next.
We are dedicated to keep everybody's loved ones safe and sound, all across the world.
April 15th, 2015, videotape found on scene. Couldn't we be waiting for everybody else, David? We practically cleared all of Savannah, barely ran into any infected besides a few commons this whole time. Live a little, Xavier. Nobody has been in the U.S. that isn't a freak in over 5 years. It's only natural to go and explore. If we get caught off of our patrol, you let me deal with that. Then we'll clear it. Sorry, I was looking at the stuff. Hey, wasn't this one of the 2 evac centers here at Savannah? Yeah, Liberty Mall, along with that Vanna Hotel, not far from here. PETA couldn't keep these doors open longer than a few days. It's crazy to set all that up and then lose it within a few days. There goes the entrance. Are you sure we should be doing this, David? We'll be fine. We even went into downtown and barely found anything worthy. We're already this deep in, might as well continue going. Victims continued to go deeper into the mall and then stumbled upon blank. Dave? What the fuck is that? The infected attacked at both of the soldiers viciously and relentlessly, completely eating and devouring David Johnson's body, leaving almost nothing behind. We have seen some patterns of some common and special infected eating their victims, but nothing like this before. Unlike David, Xavier Thompson did survive the initial attack. Good for you, Xavier. But due to his abdominal region being completely destroyed, he was left to bleed out on the floor. Sorry about that, Xavier. My bad. Until we get a response on our best plan of action, we will avoid going deeper into Liberty Mall. That's a good idea right there, boy. Don't say that.
We are dedicated to keep everybody's loved ones safe and sound, all across the world.
We can't let them know.
Hello.
Hello.
We welcome and congratulate you on passing the CEDA faculty requirements and now beginning CEDA agent training. However, due to the crisis the northeast of the US is facing by the hands of green flu, the training will have to be rushed in some places.
Okay.
Once the situation with green flu is stable, you shall receive the finer details of your training you will miss. Now, let's get started.
I'm excited. Duties of a CEDA agent.
There are many types of CEDA agents for different potential worldwide scenarios and disasters. You, however, will be a part of the Viral and Health Task Force.
Okay.
Your job is to go to affected areas that we have labeled as a viral or biological risk or danger to civilians living there.
I don't want to do that.
To bring aid and support to said area. Your job and the reason why we are rushing your training is to go to Fairfield, Pennsylvania in the USA. Green flu has mutated. This mutation has turned green flu into a harmless cold, to a horrifying pathogen, never seen in modern human history. We have quarantined an office building that seems to have had the first case of this new version of green flu. This infected individual with green flu brutally and violently began attacking their co-workers, even killing some due to the injuries they had sustained. It is thought that due to green flu's extreme infectiousness even before this mutation, everybody in the building is infected with this new strain. We have quarantined the infected person family and are doing contact tracing to avoid the potential
spread. Evacuation protocols!
With the spread of green flu going rampant in Fairfield, and public awareness starting to catch on that something is wrong, we have decided to air an emergency broadcast, and make this new version of green flu public knowledge to the world. We have also decided to start opening CEDA centers around the city, to start handing out information, supplies, and shelter. The largest CEDA center in the city that we are about to start operations in, is in the wonderful No Mercy Hospital. This CEDA center will be the only one in the city as of right now to have an evacuation zone. It will be your job, as part of the Viral and Health Task Force, to assist with evacuation protocols. Speaking of protocols, let's go over them now, shall we?
I'm ready. That was a fun transition. It was too fast for us to do anything. Yeah, well, that's in line. They were turning into monsters and we had to convince them that they will be okay. We lost friends and coworkers when the centers got overrun. They were left for dead and either died or got infected. Realistically, if it looked like a patient was about to be killed by something, the doctors probably would kill them. We had no idea what we were doing then, and sure as hell don't know what the fuck we were doing. I couldn't read it. Getting our hands into going back into that wasteland. Epidemic! Look at like Hurricane Katrina, whenever the floodwaters were taking over the hospitals. There were a bunch of doctors and nurses that were actually tried in court and found guilty of like murder. Because instead of letting them die due to the floodwaters, they allowed the doctors to kill them. Very sad.
All citizens will all be wearing a filtration mask to prevent the spread of green flu if it decides to mutate to be airborne. If you see a citizen with their mask off or will be compromised, lethal force is authorized.
Damn.
When citizens enter the evacuation zone in gather masks, they will be lined up and set to each station in groups of 10. If a person for whatever reason leaves their assigned group, lethal force is authorized. If a person starts to make erratic movement, jolts, or starts to walk, run towards armed or working associates, lethal force is authorized. All citizens must hand in all belongings to have them sanitized and clean too. Prevent the potential spread of green flu. At the green flu screen checkpoint, if a person has one or more symptoms that can be related to green flu or shows up positive for it, escort them to the designated infected area and execute them. Once they go through
Love it.
the checkpoints and are properly authorized, they shall be eligible for evacuation. The infected, they are not human no more. 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 They are not human no more.
Once they tried and failed, they made the lights fall from the sky. They were so wonderful, so majestic, so warm. I felt the skin peel off my body. Nothing left to hide away my inside, as my skin was being vapor. The lights failed. The spread will continue. Yeah, that was fucking cool as shit. I enjoyed that. Thumbnail. What do you hate us? Us good, hard-working folk. Fairfield, Pennsylvania. Photographs of points of interest. POI number 1. Potential safe room. Okay, lay it on me. The roof. It is not on fire. Various supplies and weapons were stored and found on top. The rest of the building has nothing similar to this. There were no safe room doors attached to the flight of stairs that led to the roof. We have no idea what the purpose of the roof was if it was not a safe room in progress. We do have a theory that whoever was constructing this area either had a change in mind or it was prevented. Making a safe room outside was unadvised anyways. POI number 2, failed safe room. Have been placed here relatively recently. However, the body in front of the failed door seems to be pretty recent as well. Be on the lookout for those things and the other ones just in case. POI. The Whisper. That doesn't sound like a PO.
We are dedicated to keep everybody's loved ones
Stop
safe and
it.
sound all across the world.
Warning. This footage is only authorized for viewing for CETA faculty in the United States government. Please discard tape immediately. Warning. This footage is only authorized for viewing for CETA faculty in the United States government. Please discard tape immediately.
Oh my god, what is it? What we got no audio here, man. Is that the same? Did you know that those witches are attracted to sugar? When we were low on gas on our way here, me and my buddies Nick, Coach, and Rochelle had to go through the sugar mills with the storm on the way. I'll tell you that you would have thought a sobbing party was going, because Lord Jesus, you could have bumped right into them on every corner. Never seen that many witches in one place. The storm that came through later drew them away though. Don't think though. Could you tell me more? Hell, it was raining the day before the storm, you could say. I heard the Vanna was a good-ass hotel. Even the legendary Jimmy Gibbs even stayed there. Jimmy Gibbs stayed there, then you know it must have been quality service. Must have also heard some delicious food to serve Jimmy Gibbs. I mean, I would have think as a food expert. Anyways, I heard that the evacuations were going smooth at the hotel and the mall because shit didn't hit the fan. Speaking of which, I don't even think any zombies were actually in Savannah yet. I didn't see any at least, but I knew that the flu was in the area. Most of us kind of ignored the warnings on the TV. Why? Because they told us that cities like Fairfield and Newburgh were rioting due to the flu. Didn't know it was because of actual zombies. Crazy how much shit could change in a day. So much shit happened on that day, it seemed like everything turned upside down when I woke up. That's when they decided to tell us that the green flu can turn us into zombies. Went straight for the Vanna Center, praying that we were still evacuating. They were surprisingly still open, but I barely missed the heli along with a couple of other folk. We figured out that New Orleans was the last bastion left in the East Coast from the zombies. We tried seeking haven at the Liberty evac, but that was deserted. We traveled long and far doing some crazy shit to get where we are now. Anything else you need to know? New Orleans.
Authorization is given to the neutralization of anything that can cause possible danger or harm to fellow associates or evacuees. This includes any type of infected/non-infected individuals of all kinds, including carriers. Carriers are individuals who are infected with green flu, but do not show any signs of green flu, and if they do, they are the less severe effects. The effects that do not take their humanity. Even if the individual is not rabid like most green flu infected, they still have the capacity to spread green flu as easily as a normal infected would, posing a safety threat to everybody around them. If there is a carrier that has been identified throughout the evacuation, and the carrier center is already full, take them to the designated quarantine area.
These ain't zombies. Somebody's been shooting people.
Somebody? Christ, Coach, you know who did that.
Following are the photos of the carriers who were responsible for the shots fired at the West Bank side of Veterans Memorial Bridge. They were picked up by Rescue 7. Traveling along said bridge, they were sprung into offshore aircraft carrier for questioning and testing. I think I feel a sneeze. Good solid Christian man, leader of the group. Oh, you stopped that. I wanted to see what you said. Seems to have done a good job doing his job. He is a coach after all, enjoys Burger Tank, and has a fondness for Jimmy Gibbs. Refused to answer any questions, only responding with the word bitch, kept on reiterating that we were simply going to kill them all, so there was no point in answering anything. News reporter sent to Savannah to cover Ceda's evacuations. A pretty smart woman, has a good sense of humor, big fan of the band, Depeche Mode. The youngest of the group, good personality, was easily the most timid at the start of the interrogation. Once he felt comfortable, every little thing turned into a half-an-hour story. If there was anything that the others would not tell us, he would easily give the ball away. Ha! We were given the authorization to neutralize them after gaining all the info we can extract from them. Yeah, that's so funny. They are a risk to everything and everybody around them. But right before we can, Ceda offered to take the carriers off our hands to an undisclosed location. They said that they don't need to be shot in a controlled environment, and also commenting on how they have the capacity to treat the carriers more humanely than we do. Which is fine with us as long as it's not on USA soil. We are responsible for everything that happens here now with the green flu. They at least confirmed that it won't be any sort of continental body, so that there are no opportunities for green flu to spread anywhere else. Unless Ceda does something stupid, it wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them. Do you hate America? Is that what you're telling me right now? Incident summary, Liberty Mall. April 18th, 2015, Savannah, Georgia. On April 18th, David Johnson and Xavier Thompson left their patrol route to explore Liberty Mall. We knew that. Their mutilated bodies were found in front of the ground floor of the Klepper store. singular infected was responsible for their death. Half of its body was severely distorted. It had incredible strength and agility for its stature, which resembled an old woman. The infected tore those poor kids to shred. The footage from their body cams were hard to watch. Well, you know, in a post-apocalyptic society with mutated zombies, as well as just regular zombies, I'm not going exploring. Don't know why they did. We have never encountered an infected like this before. The closest we've ever seen to something like this is the Hunter, special infected that can be used, very common in the early days of the pandemic. It's now been 3 days and we have directed to start clearing out Liberty Mall. That's about it. You know, everybody else has been notified. The whole situation just proves that New World is still as dangerous as ever, even with lower infected population. There is any reason why these are still have been alive for so long. Sergeant said the reason David and Xavier died was because they went alone into the unknown, that if they had at least more numbers with them, they probably would still be here with us, that whatever this infected was would have gone down with a little more extra firepower. No infected is immune to bullets. They all go down eventually. We are getting ready to clear out the mall tomorrow. There seemed to be not much activity inside of it besides that monster looking infected. We are confident that this isn't a new special infected class. There is no way there could be more of these things. Right? Wrong. Child. It was underneath, observing within the shadow. It was staring. They were stepping into their domain. Observing the intruders within the shadow. They were staring. Clearing unit entered Liberty Mall comprising of 20 people. Only 3 came out. All right. Unit stumbled upon their colony. Oof. I'm surprised even 3 made it out. This is not the same infected that attacked Johnson and Thompson. Johnson and Thompson. Thompson and Johnson. Yet it showed the same behavior as same as the infected at the colony. Incredible speed, agility, and durability. These infected are establishing colonies, nests. How come we have only ran into this now? Seems like Sergeant was right. All potential work that has been done in this extermination is now in question. This is no doubt a new infected class, or a class never reported before. Now there's only 59 total of us left at home. We are going to have to report this to headquarters. I'm not going to forget those bone-chilling, scary stuff. That was a good episode. Enjoyed that. This is the last episode of season 1?
Keep everybody's loved ones safe and sound all across the world.
Which I believe season 2 is still ongoing, so we're just watching up to the most current episode of season 2. About green flu, infection and infected, immunity and carriers, resources. Green flu is a newly discovered pathogen that was no different than the common cold. However, it is now mutated to severe illness, affecting countless people throughout the Northeast U.S. Videos to help you learn and understand what GFO9 is, how to identify infection, and immunity to the pathogen. Keep in mind, we are still very early into this epidemic. Information in this tape may be outdated. Oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Whew. I'm dying today. Goodness, oh. Incubation time can wildly vary from a few minutes to days. It ultimately depends on a person's tolerance to the virus. Seems like you don't have much. In this stage, symptoms of the green flu may begin to apparent. The affected individual may begin to fall to green flu, but maintain their sanity. May exhibit flu-like symptoms, including but not limited to flu-like symptoms. Oh, I want to read, but I'm afraid I'm gonna start sneezing again. I need a chip. Never have a chip that I'm need it. Aggressive stage is just when they start to become more aggressive. That's I love how they went through like 4 paragraphs of that stuff just to tell you it's still, but it still tells you not to kill them because they're still human. It's still illegal. Did it say something different at the end? Your humanity is slipping away. No immunity, just a higher tolerance. It's just reiterating the fact that you can takes time for different people. A good carrier is a dead carrier. I am infected. There's no point in denying it anymore. I'm actively losing myself. I can even tell if half the shit I watched was in my head or not. I'm so thirsty. I can't drink any without gagging it out. I swore I was blacking out in the middle of watching this. What is happening to me? Why is this happening to me? I don't want to end up like the things my neighbors turn to. These infected, they are not human at all. Not anymore. There's no treatment for this infection, but I do have this. Hey, whatever it takes, brother. I can't do it. I'm a coward. Guess all I can do now is wait for this nightmare to be over. Do it! What are you waiting for? I have no choice. He said, "You can't make me a stalker. I don't wanna." Oh. Or unlisted. I was just seeing if they were. I don't know. I was. Special variant of the stair found at Liberty Mall. Damn, Clara, you probably did not live. Might be the way to do it. Oh, solid. But that's after that one. That's cool. We burned the city. It became nicknamed the Burning City. I would normally read, but I feel like if I start reading, I'm going to start sneezing, so sorry. That was a good first season. Now on to season 2. And right now, yeah, there's only 6. One unavailable. Been working at the hospital for a few days now. While on shift, I thought to myself, why don't I get some fast food? Double bacon burger combo. Okay, different opening. Okay, cool. Being knowledgeable is an important attribute. Who knows what we have in store? Two hours since mutation. Olivia Harm, oh my god, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh. False alarm. It can't decide what it wants to do. Olivia seemed to emphasize the fact that the suspect in question was not their self. They seem to be suffering with some sickness. I made sure to contact Fairfield's CETA department to have a look at the situation. Investigative Leader Bastion Kingsman, MD. Investigative Report. After receiving a request from the Fairfield Police Department, we arrived on scene at 13 Barn Pleasant Avenue in front of Annex Finance. We were briefed about a suspect that seemed to exhibit rabies-like symptoms and attack their co-workers. Eyewitnesses state that the suspect seemed to have a mild cold when entering the building, but turned extremely violent several hours later. Due to us never seeing such an aggressive form of rabies before, we have decided to quarantine the building as a safety precaution. Individuals that have received an exchange of bodily fluids with suspects are receiving medical treatment within the building. situation inside the building being under control, it is time to check on the suspect that still remains to be inside the supply closet. All attempts to communicate with the suspect in the room has turned up futile. Sebastian Kingsman has volunteered to go inside. Stop that. Inside the supply closet with the protection of FPD officer in an attempt to communicate with the suspect, protective measures have been taken to avoid exchange of fluids from the suspect. Body cam footage, Sebastian Kingsman. Agree. One suspect was located, attempts to communicate were made. Suspect responded with hostility. Suspect had to be neutralized. "5 hours since mutation. After several tests to confirm validity, it turns out the infection that Miss Ravacco was suffering from was not rabies. But was in fact green flu. We knew GF09 was an extremely mutative pathogen, but jumping from a cold to rabies tier disease should be a scientific impossibility. I am afraid of 3 things. Mutation of green flu may still have the extreme infectivity of its predecessor, possibly making everybody that is not wearing protective measures in the building infected with this new strain. My first statement stands. I am afraid that everybody infected will all lose their higher critical thinking, perhaps losing their sanity altogether as they bleed from the inside out. I cannot bear to think about what Miss Ravacco must have went through in her office. And if my following 2 statements stand correct, let's say I wasn't paying attention. We may have found this mutation too late. Bummer. Season 2.
Help! Sorry. Help me!
Bill?
That's not good.
Shit.
Yeah, I don't think a pistol and a cleaver is going to do much for you. My man did not take Miss Rovaco's death well.
We are dedicated to keep everybody's loved ones safe and sound, all across the world.
Agents for different potential worldwide scenarios and disasters. You, however, will be a part of the Viral and Health Task Force. Your job is to go to affected areas that we have labeled as viral or biological risk or danger to civilians living there, and to bring aid and support to said area. Your job and the reason why we are rushing your training is to go to Fairfield, Pennsylvania in the USA. Green flu has mutated. This mutation has turned green flu into a harmless cold to a horrifying pathogen never seen in modern human history. We have quarantined an office building that seems to have had the first case of this new version of green flu. This infected individual with the green flu brutally and violently began attacking their co-workers, even killing some due to the injuries they had sustained. It is thought that due to green flu's extreme infectiousness even before this mutation, everybody in the building is infected with this new strain. We have quarantined the infected person family and are doing contact tracing to avoid the potential.
5.5 hours since mutation.
An ongoing story as questions are being raised on Pleasant Avenue as FPD officers arrived to a 911 call inside of Annex Finance, claiming that an individual inside started attacking their co-workers. Shortly after FPD's arrival, a Civil Emergency Defense Agency Viral and Health Task Force Division arrived on scene and placed the building on total quarantine. FPD officers and CIDA agents both refused to give up any information about this ongoing situation, which have led many to begin speculating. A popular theory being that this quarantine may have something to do with the new novel virus dubbed green flu, which has began to spread around last week in the state of Pennsylvania. Individuals infected with the virus seem to exhibit flu-like symptoms such as headaches, runny noses, sore throats, and an abundance of many more possible symptoms, although it is not confirmed that this quarantine has anything to do with green flu at all. We will continue to update about the mystery on 13 Pleasant Avenue as more information gets out.
Their minds are decomposing. composition. August 31st, 2009. Contagion that living Harmony Harvick has contracted now seems to be confirmed as green flu. It's not the version of GF09 that we are familiar with. This seems to be a new variant. It's a good thing that we quarantined for the building that when we did, we were unsure if this variant has the same infectious potential as the era. After Dr. Kingsman's encounter with Livia, he was sent back to Mercy Hospital for minor injuries and to start studying samples. Kingsman is one of the best virologists CETA has in its rank. His efforts should not be wasted on maintaining a simple quarantine. Although having direct contact with the contagion would have been reason to have him a part of the quarantine, he was taking protective measures to prevent infection. Even with the knowledge of green flu's extreme mutation rate, this is simply unexplainable. Few workers in the building are now starting to complain about possible GF09 symptoms. We can't let them know what might happen to them. And it shows her shocked face.
With the spread of green flu going rampant in Fairfield, and public awareness starting to catch on that something is wrong, we have decided to air an emergency broadcast, and make this new version of green flu public knowledge to the world.
4 days after mutation.
PSA from the Civil Emergency Defense Agency, spreading awareness about green flu. Due to the increased spread of green flu within Fairfield, we would like to remind you to wear face masks and try to avoid contact with infected individuals. If you are sick with green flu, please be mindful and stay home, doing your part in slowing the spread of green flu. We would like to inform the public about a new variation of green flu that has recently emerged. This variation seems to inflict more serious symptoms upon an individual. If you are sick and have any of the following symptoms: paling of the skin, difficulty swallowing, sudden mood swings, or sensitivity to bright lights, along with other typical flu-like symptoms, please call the emergency CETA hotline or screening for the new variant. The number is 555-000-676. That's 555-000-676. We would like to thank you for your cooperation in advance, and don't forget, we are dedicated to keep everybody's loved ones safe and sound, all across the world.
September 3rd, 2009, 7:31 p.m. we received a 911 call at 23 Stone Road reporting a severely injured woman on the second floor of the apartment building. The woman was unresponsive, laying in front of an open apartment door that had a trail of blood leading inside. The caller noted they heard weird groaning coming from inside the apartment. Because this sounds like another instance of the new GF09 variant, we have notified CETA and sent in adequate personnel. It's going to be the 6th quarantine of the day. Day after day, more and more people are getting infected by this new variant. To the point that we are unsure if we will be able to prevent the sincerity of this new variant from leaking to the public. He hasn't been responding to any calls. Anthony says he's fine, but this is not like Ricardo. I know that even when Ricardo's busy, he always answers the phone or calls me back. I'm going to check up on him. I have not been here in forever. Here's his apartment. Ricardo, are you okay? I do like the audio they're doing there. It's me, Ma. If you don't open the door right now, I'm going to use the spare keys to get inside. Hello? He's turned, Ma. Mama, help me, please. Can't control myself. Can't help the urge. Mind has decomposed. By the time Sita got there, the woman was long dead. The woman's name was Maria Chavez. The infected individual turned out to be her son, Ricardo Chavez. Standard protocols as such quarantining the building and contact tracing is getting done by Sita with the assistance of the FPD. He had no choice but to use lethal force against the suspect. He began charging towards the first responders on the scene. Sad. These last 4 days have been rough. She just wanted to see her boy, make sure he was okay.
We have also decided to start opening CIDA centers around the city to start handing out information, supplies, and shelter. The largest CIDA center in the city that we are about to start operations in is in the Mercy Hospital.
This CIDA center will be the only one in the city as of right now to have an evacuation.
CIDA has determined they will not be able to maintain the quarantines they have set up for much longer. Many of the quarantines fall into chaos when the infected patients overwhelm the staff. The annex quarantine being a brutal and prime example of this. Collaboration of CIDA, we will be transforming floors of this hospital to a CIDA center. We will offer supplies, shelter, and information about the new strain of green flu when it inevitably spreads beyond quarantining buildings, including evacuation. Along with center preparations, Dr. Kingsman and many other agents have been working tirelessly to study and examine GF09 pre and post its mutation. They recently witnessed a case study of an individual that was brought in infected with a new variant. Here are the findings. Davidson Porter was an individual who was brought into Mercy Hospital infected with the green flu pathogen. As procedure, we documented everything that happened to him once he was directed to the GF09 care floor. Davidson's infection was like none ever seen or reported before. Davidson at this point is in docile stage of GF09, complaining about headaches, a runny nose, stomach aches, and extreme nausea. He has also began to experience a frequent amount of absent seizures. We're given anti-seizure medication to help stop the seizures, but they continue to persist. His mental state is degenerating rapidly. Davidson reported the worsening of cramps and pain in his abdominal region, along with indescribable nausea he felt. Oh, nice. Sorry, Davidson. You get to be the first file. Along with his bloated appearance, boils seem to cover the majority of his body. Whenever we try to enter Davidson's room, he attempts to projectile vomit under it. Through observation, Davidson seems unusually passive and less erratic than the typical infected. Davidson seems only to get aggressive once he's prepared to vomit once again. When he does, he resumes back to a semi-passive state, even towards non-infected. For some unknown reason, green flu mutated Davidson into a vomit factory. It is certain that his bile is filled to the brim with the virus. Davidson seems to be compelled to vomit on any non-infected he sees in order to spread the virus. It is unclear how he's able to produce such an extreme amount of bile in such little time. It's also unclear if this is a mutation that happened by chance or if there was a specific set of parameters that encouraged this mutation. We will also look out for more instances or new instances of major mutations within green flu infected. Personal log 35.
It's been 6 days since annex, 6 days since we first encountered this new variant of GF09. You know, actually, I was in this hospital working in the lab, and my temporary office, studying and trying to figure out and learn more about the original version of green flu that was spreading around Pennsylvania, and especially in this city. And then, you know, annex happened, and we figured out that it mutated to something completely unthinkable. I still can't get that back out of my head. No matter what I'm preoccupied with, it just can't escape my mind. The cries, the moans, the whimpers, yelling, screaming. The God, the blood everywhere. I just can't. I just can't. There's already the next about to happen. We can't take on this forever. This pathogen is so infectious that it probably is already spreading right now. At this point, there's nothing you can do to stop it. I wish I could see my kids, my wife, but if I was to just pack up my bags,
That would be terrifying.
To the, like, old son.
the United States government. A civil emergency has been declared onto the city of Fairfield, Pennsylvania, due to the ensuing chaos by green flu. Green flu was originally a harmless pathogen, but is now mutated to a very severe illness. Infected individuals suffering from green flu seem to lose all of their sanity and become extremely aggressive, even trying to hurt family members.
Sorry, Sergeant. Still looking and sorting through stuff that relates to Kingsman. That's all you're going to be able to view for right now. You have to admit the compilation has been way more useful in info than the last one. I'll be able to pull together one last thing for you to view before the interview next week. You're already prepared to check out some locations, you know where to find me. That was good. Enjoyed that last episode. Thought there might be something. Oh, okay. Just the ending. Alright, and this is the most recent, having literally just released 4 days ago. And after this, we will be done for the day. Done really good. This little almost 4-hour stream.
And after years of mutating, creating monstrosities never thought conceivably possible. Although unlike the Civil Emergency Defense Agency, we will not fail our mission. We will cure this infection.
Awesome. Awesome intro. Love to see their intros getting better, man. Liberty Artifact Explanation.
Hello, my name is Michelle Yates. Many of you may know me as a major official part of hand communications for all Operation Extermination. What is about to be shown is body cam footage recovered after the bombing of Liberty Mall. This footage gives us unseen insight into the inner depths of the building and gives you the opportunity to analyze and document observations along with findings about the special infected that inhabited the building. Before the encounter at Liberty, we only had a handful of reports of sightings of a potential new infected that had similar descriptions of the ones at Liberty, but they were few and far between. They were buried under more important matters. But now these starers may possibly have been the cause of several disappearances of good men over the last few months. With the discovery of these things, it has compromised the validity of regions and sites that were thought of as clear. To be prepared for future encounters, document as much information as possible. Create contingencies so we can avoid a repeat of Liberty. Too much blood was shed at that moment.
Liberty Escape. I feel a sneeze coming. Oh my god. You're fucked. Sneezing up a storm, dude. I'm dying. Guess he'll fuck him up. Man. Nice. That was really cool. Oh, that was a flashbang. He managed to make it out. I should have known it flashed white. That's crazy. Malik then contacted the Operations Extermination Emergency Hotline. Shell 8 herself was the operator who picked up.
Please, calm down. What the hell was
Calm down? I'm like everybody on my squad gets slaughtered. My whole left is fucked. I can't think straight, and if WC that fuck up infected, it's gonna be giant tortoise. They'll kill me. I need
please, calm down. Is there any kind of filtration system that's compromised?
Negative. I wouldn't be calling either one. Please send reinforcements, please.
She said no.
Hello?
Yeah, what if I don't want to? What if I don't feel like it?
I'm sorry. We're not going to be able to send everybody inside the building.
What? Did I just hear you correctly? My God!
Mr. Summers, if a group of 20 armed soldiers...
Yo, this is a badass setup for an awesome game, though.
Nothing about what is wrong in another 20?
Introduce some stealth elements.
How the hell am I supposed to get out of here then?
Unless you want to take, like, the badass route. In which case, you could do it like Doom. Or Halo. Or Gears of War. And have this motherfucker just absolutely decimate his way out. Bitch, fuck your god, I want fucking backup. Blake Summers took a second to recuperate himself. Yeah, understandable, dude. And then he began to make his way through the building in his injured state.
Okay. Where am I?
Oh, wow.
Doesn't look like I'm lost at the back of the mall anymore. Thank goodness for that. Is this the toy store? It is. That means I'm back to where the shops are. I should probably get moving.
But you can shut that door too. You don't have to leave it open.
At least it stopped raining. I swear, ever since I was deployed into no road, it's been nothing but raining.
The voice acting's been solid this episode. I mean, it's been consistent, but it's been good.
Anything that's not a common infected, I'm fucked in my condition. Gonna have to be stealthy if I want a shot at making it out.
I'm telling you, man, it's a setup for a good game.
This place is incredibly eerie. Oh, look who it is. If you guys realize that you're infected or still people saying it's bullshit, none of this would be happening right now. I wouldn't have had to detonate a fucking stun grenade in my hand to be alive right now.
Oh, yeah, that's why his left arm's fucked.
Dealing with these things. If only I had any ammunition left for my sidearm.
Yeah, it is still an explosion. It's just a lot smaller. So yeah, it would still fuck up your hand. That's crazy. What a badass thing to do.
We just need to bomb this fucking mall to the ground. That's what we gotta do.
But don't worry, brother.
Is it that infected I just passed? It's a fucking
Get the fuck up, Malik. Sorry, Malik. I knew it was coming, and I was excited for it. Dang, Malik. That's a bummer. The pickup squad outside of Liberty waited for a total of 13 hours. Malik never made it. Malik Summers was then presumed dead inside of the mall. Footage confirms that assessment. Damn. I wonder if he tripped or if it grabbed his foot and then pulled him. Because it probably seems like it grabbed his foot and then pulled him. We thought these stairs were bad enough, but now we have this claws thing to potentially worry about in the future. Just like the stairs in the mall, gunfire seemed to have little effect on the infected other than slowing it down a bit. Claws showed a terrifying amount of intelligence, seemingly playing with Malik like a cat with a mouse, only playing with its food. Yeah, that was unfortunate for Malik. While claws and stairs have wildly different physical appearances, they happen to share similar behaviors. Claws seems to take these traits to the next level. Still wouldn't want to see a stair, but, you know. 81% versus 100%, I guess. We are theorizing that these infected are connected in some way with our best guess, but that being that claws is the result of an extremely rare scenario of being a mutation of a special infected. In this case, being a mutation of a standard stair. Keep in mind, these are just theories from limited information. For all we know, claws can be an entirely new special infected class. That would not explain, however, why there were only of it in the midst of a stair hive inside the mall. Nothing in New World seems explainable. We will review all available footage several more times. And it, man, that flew by. That was such a good episode. God, that one really did fly by. Man, I enjoyed that immensely. Man, kind of wanted him to live. I liked Malik. That was sad. Oh well, that was awesome. I enjoyed that immensely. We had a good time today. I say we had all four of those were great. I didn't hate any of those today. Yeah, sometimes there's usually one that you're like, no, I enjoyed that immensely. But either way, that is all today. I thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I don't know when I'm going to stream again. I've gotten really into this mindset of wanting to be a actual creator and not a reactor YouTuber, which is nothing wrong with that. I'm still going to do these types of lives probably frequently, but I'm also like obsessing over how to create stuff and like pixel art and whatnot. So I might not stream as frequent, but I'm still here. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a good day, good night, good evening, whatever. I will see you guys again. I don't know when I'm streaming, but I will get it scheduled when I can. Bye, friends.